What's going on, everybody? How's it going? How's it going? Just thought I'd go live and let y'all know that probably be live here this evening. So how's it going? Hopefully everybody's having a great Saturday. Um, I am. I don't know about you, but I'm having a great start off today. Obviously, getting ready to trying to get stuff prepared and running around. The wife's running around, cake and all this stuff and ordering stuff from obviously my son's birthday party this weekend. This is his birthday weekend, so all his friends can come over and have cake and all that cool stuff and have fun and play in the woods and do the things that we like to do. How's it going? So I'm just kind of updating you guys now that obviously this is Aquarium channel, um, but this is going to turn into Aquarium slash comedian channel. Uh, I'm officially a comedian. Hey, what's up, Jeff? How's it going, buddy? Because I don't want anybody on the left to think that I'm a threat or anything like that. So this is a muzzle-free aquarium talk channel from here on out. How do you guys feel about that? I'm just saying for all the libs out there, gotta love ya. That's where I'm at. I'm sorry, but I love y'all. Um, that's just how I feel. I'm tired of people thinking they have an opinion to the fact that they can create dictatorship in my channel and do whatever it is that they think they can do. Now, not everybody out there is like that. Now, I got good people that just do what they think is right for themselves, and that's fine, and all that cool stuff, and But I'm at the same time, I'm tired of being trying to be bullied. I am so. Uh, and I'm not gonna sit. I'm not gonna lay around and just deal with that. So if it does bother anybody what I just said, then it was nice knowing you, and I appreciate your whatever. But I'm not gonna be in book. Like, one thing I don't do is get into politics side of anything. But when you get people that want to push their narratives up on you and then stow those things up on you and how they think you should be running your stuff or telling you what to do, I have to draw the line somewhere. And because it's just not right and it's not fair. And therefore, if I don't do it to you, you shouldn't be doing anything to me. And at the end of the day, you guys already know how I am. So, because of the this ain't you might be able to see it on here with the you see, like, if I can catch the glare just right. This is fingerprinted up. My kids had I'm trying to catch a good glare so you can see. Like, my kids had it. So and there's a lot of fingerprints on here and stuff. It's it's kind of dirty, but sorry. But no, it's actually great. Um, but yeah, so my channel is a muzzle free. Can't stay. Everything. Enjoy your. Yeah, thank you. Weekend. I appreciate you. But this is a muzzle free zone here for all the people that want to muzzle and silence and muzzle you and do all this other stuff. Nah, muzzle free zone here. Muzzle free aquarium talk. And the thing is, see, we can be muzzle free and be polite and courteous and talk about what we want to talk about, but we don't need anybody to push their BS up on us or install their BS up on us. Everybody's entitled to what they want to believe in their whatever and opinions. But people are crossing the line. People are very, very much so crossing the line. So we're going to have fun. We're going to do what it is we want to do. And if those, including YouTube, decides that they don't think this channel's worthy of having a platform or anything like that, then so be it. That's right, Jeff. That's right, Jeff. They're always listening. And how I feel is if they feel that I am unworthy and I don't deserve to have a right to talk or speak or whatever, and I'm not entitled to my opinions and I have to conform and all this other stuff, then so be it. Take the channel. It is what it is. I'm not going to sit up here and live a life of fear or live a life of not being able to talk to people that want to talk about aquariums and everything in between. It's just not going to happen. So for all the people out there that have a personal problem with that, then, that's your problem. You can cry to YouTube. You can personally write them a letter. I'm sure that they will listen to you, whether they whatever want to do anything about it. That's on them. It's their platform. It's their shit. At the end of the day, it is what it is. I'm just not about to allow people to bully me any further, or try to, should I say. Nobody bullies me. They try to. They try to bully. They try to intimidate. They try to flip the narrative and say, oh, well, Rico's doing this and Rico's doing that. No, Rico has a voice. Rico's allowed to use his voice. He's allowed to do what it is. And those people just hate it because it goes against everything that they want. Or they got a group of people trying to just, like the Highlander. There can only be one. See, YouTube is very, very, very whatever. The whole platform is very crazy. You can't imagine what other people think about the drama that goes on about fish aquariums, and you really have to laugh about it. See, I think everybody has known over the past 5 years or so that Rico just ain't gonna just shut up and lay down. That's just not gonna happen. Why would I? Why should I? Why do I need to? The reality is I don't. I have an opinion and I have a ground to stand on and I have two legs and everything else, and I'm allowed to have my say, just like everybody else. And I don't disrespect other people until they disrespect me first. Okay, I never cast the first stone. Okay, ever. And this, and I need other people to just realize that, you don't have to like me. You don't have to care what's going on. You can wish nothing but evil and bad things upon me. And that's fine. And at the end of the day, I still appreciate y'all and still care. Because I am a human being and I do have feelings, and I understand that we're all different and unique in our own ways. And we're allowed to be different and unique. I couldn't imagine a world of all of us being the same and on the same page, and how that might be so boring. The reality is all social media has turned out to be nothing but drama. Drama just it just keeps the ball rolling as the world turns. Days of Our Lives, all the good soap operas back in the day. That's just what it is. We just have to face the fact that that's what it is. It's not it's not like it used to be. It just, as days and weeks and months and years go on, it's just more and more, that's what creates content anymore. Hopefully you guys can understand. I'm not going to, no disrespect to anybody to say, hey, Rico, why do you let them do this? Why do you let them do that? Or why don't you just not even say nothing or acknowledge them? Well, no disrespect to anybody else, because they want to be acknowledged and they want their little 5 minutes of fame. And I'm feeding something that they really need in their life, and all they do is feed my channel. So they feed my channel with lots of views and all this other stuff. That's the funny part. They think they're smarter by doing the things that they do, but in reality, all they do is feed. They feed an ongoing fire that they really want to put out, but they don't realize that they're the gasoline. So, uh, scientists had to get permission to leave the state annual and pay a $200 tax. Yeah, well, lucky I had my passports and stuff before all that, right? So, yeah, I mean, it's really cool. I don't try to do anything that I'm not. I just talk about it, aquariums and whatever else we want to talk about. I can't run a 10-hour live stream and only be talking about aquariums neither. So when people want all these live streams about aquarium, we can't do marathon live streams. And I mean, I just don't know what to talk about for 10 hours straight of aquariums. It's the same thing. It's the same thing rebutted over and over and over. We answer the same thing. Now, understanding that new people are going to come in and it's going to be a continued cycle of just answering or repeating things that we've already talked about. I mean, obviously, if they're new, they're coming in, they're going to ask, and it is what it is. I can't be upset. I mean, I signed up for it too. You know what I mean? So it's give and take. Either when we have long live streams, we talk about what it is that we want to talk about. People got questions, their questions get answered. There's other people in the chat that's going to answer the questions and do all that. I got updates of tanks to do. I still got the other big tank to do. We got all kinds of things to do. But at the end of the day, this is a muzzle free zone, muzzle free aquarium talk. So if anybody would like to document that of what I'm saying, document it. Yeah. YouTube. I mean, that's what happens. I mean, Chihuahuas are like that, bro. Chihuahuas they got narratives. They got things that they have to try to prove to compensate for other things. That's just how it is, man. At the end of the day, on a good day, it is what it is. What do you want? I mean, all they do is just sit there and do this. They try to get you to, so they can say, "Oh, see, he promotes this and he promotes that. See what type? Oh my God, see what type of what he did to me or what he's saying." And it's cry wolf BS. It's always that way. It's been that way. It will continue to be that way because these are how these people operate to get their way. You can't beat a person on a normal level. You have to create problems, get a person, try to drive a person to say something that they have by all means have every right to say. But then again, that will go against terms and services. See, they think that if they can push somebody into hanging themselves and basically, which the person really isn't. The person is defending themselves because these same people are sending all kinds of stuff from other places. But YouTube can't be everywhere at one time, right? So they try to do this backdoor stuff, try to get you to the TOS basically, try to get you to violate something. And then they can say, "Oh, see, I got you. I knew I got you. I'd get him. I'd get him good." That's all they try to do. That's fine. Do what you do. At the end of the day, we all know who's a real man. At the end of the day, we all know who's real and who's fake. And we all know who tries the most to get a reaction because I don't go around doing anything. I don't. I just say exactly what's going on and keep it moving. I talk about things, what's going on in the world, in the community, with my aquariums, what I got going on, what unboxings we got. That goes against everything else that everybody else wants to do. Everybody else wants to sugarcoat things and make things all peaches and cream for you guys to sucker you guys into all kinds of stuff. I don't do that. So there's the difference. So therefore, I'm a threat. You got to get Rico out the way, bro. That's just all to it. Rico has to get out the way. Rico's a problem because Rico won't do what everybody else want Rico to do. Why would I? Why should I? Like who? Why do I need to do what everybody else wants me to do? I don't understand that. First off, I'm a grown, well mature man. I'm not a spring chicken. First off, I'm a grown man. At the end of the day, what? You know what I mean? Nah, bro. Keep it moving. I'm not, I listen to people. I listen to people's problems all the time. I deal with people's problems. I help people out. At the end of the day, that's what I do. Um, do I, is it worth it? No, but at the same time, it is because it's a hobby that I enjoy. And I love talking about it. And I love seeing people get on the right track. And the satisfaction I get from that is very nice to see people finally getting it and having a beautiful tank. That's awesome. That I did my job at the end of the day. So that's awesome. Yeah, does it come with some potholes and some railroad ties in the road and lumps and stuff? Of course it does. Of course it does. Because we all know no good deed goes without being punished. At the end of the day, that's just how it is. And people want to control others, and people want you to run your channel the way they want you to run it versus the way you're going to run it. They think that they have some type of they can dictate how you do things on a platform. At the end of the day, they don't. And when you don't do what they want you to do, it's very upsetting to them, and they get very mad, and they do things to create more bad problems. At the end of the day, you got to embrace these people. These people need a very big hug. They need a hug like nobody's business hug. These are people that, they might have suffered some kind of trauma in their life or tragedy or something like that, where this is their outlet and you're the target. Like people like me, it is what it is. So, I can only hope that sometimes I can, meet these people and give them a nice big hug, because they really need it. They need a big juicy hug. They really do. But how's everybody else? I think I probably be going on maybe hopefully later on this evening. You know, to hang out with you guys. I just wanted to do a quick live stream here with you guys and let you know this is muzzle free. Do you guys like that, by the way? The muzzle free zone? Aquarium talk, muzzle free aquarium talk. Just let me know. Do you guys actually, you guys that are in here right now? By the way, if you haven't hit the thumbs up, make sure you guys hit the thumbs up. By the way, let me know that you actually care, or or don't care. It's up to you. See, that's the privilege we get. We get a choice. Okay, and we all get to make choices. So that's the cool part. That's the cool part, right? I think so. So yeah, that's what I say. Let's see the hobby grow. If there are ways to make this reefing hobby easier, then why not do it? I never saw so much hated towards you till of late. Why? Question mark. You're a cool individual, the Herm. I know I'm a cool individual. People like you know I'm a cool individual. There's lots of people that know I'm a cool individual. There's lots of people that hate me too. And the real reason is why? Is that really a reason? Or is that a question? See what I'm saying? Because I don't know what the real reason is. I want to know why just as much as you. Here's the thing. I kind of already know why. It's because I won't conform to these people. I won't do what they want me to do. I won't fall in line to the way they operate or the way they do things. I'm a unique person. I'm my own individual, just like each and every one of you all are your own individual. We don't wake up at the same time. We don't take a shit at the same time. We don't do the things at the same time. Just like each and every one of our aquariums don't operate at the same time and doing the same thing. Each one of our tanks are unique, okay? And they're going to do what they're going to do, okay? They can't really argue with the aquarium, but they can argue with a physical being, a person, okay? Because we, we, we can think, we can whatever. Our aquariums just kind of, they're going to do what they want to do, but we can either help accelerate problems in our aquarium or not accelerate problems and fix problems. See, with people, you really have resistance because people just don't tend to just do what the masses do. You know what I mean? They just, not everybody's on the same page on that. And everybody, see, I live in a world of America of freedom. Okay. I don't know if anybody else realizes where they're at, but I believe in freedom. I believe in opinions. I believe in freedom of speech. I believe in all your rights, Fifth Amendment, Second Amendment, the whole 9 yards. I believe in that. Okay. And at the end of the day, we do talk about aquariums, and everybody else want to push other things and agendas and stuff. But it is what it is. I'm not a robot. You can't just turn a switch and it get me to run things the way you want me to run. You can unplug. You can unplug me. You know what I mean? It's very easy. You can turn the channel. You can unplug me. You can permanently. You can ban me even if you want. I mean, I'm not going to your stuff. Believe that. So those people, I'm not going there. I'm not trolling. I'm not saying anything. I don't have multiple accounts like these people do. I don't have any of that. Why? First off, y'all already know I barely can set up a stream, let alone sit there and constantly make all kinds of stuff now. And I ain't got time for that. So it is what it is. Um, it is what it is, and therefore, I just want to say I do appreciate you all that's here. I mean, all the ones that are here for the right reasons. We have people here that are not here for the right reasons, just so you guys know. And you guys are aware. And I mean, you can look around. You're not going to see anything behind you or side of you because all you guys are in your own separate bubbles and separate worlds and separate places in the United States on keyboards and computers or phones and all this other stuff. But the reality is they do exist, and they do want to see me obsolete. There's a lot of people who want to see that. Why? People could ask why a million times. Your guess is as good as mine because I am different. I am very much different. I'm not on the same page as everybody else. And it is what it is, right? So, and B, sorry about that. I really don't understand it. If you don't like it, just turn it off. Hey, Sherry, I've said that a million times. I said it a million times. Um, so that's what I say. Let's see this. Yeah, okay. So anyway, it is what it is. So does anybody have any comments to this? Uh, anyway, anybody, real quick. I watch other tubers. Yeah, I do watch YouTube, so of course I watch other tubers. Um, so how do you guys feel about the muzzle-free aquarium talk? You guys on board with that? Let me see a show of thumbs or thumbs down. Let me see which one. I love Howard Stern, by the way. I appreciate that. I hold that as a compliment there, buddy. I do love. I love listening to Howard Stern. Yeah, they can't stand you, but they got to find a way. Listening. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Uh huh. Okay. So yeah. Is that it for thumbs? And listen, I here when I ask questions too, I would honestly appreciate those to answer. If you're afraid of what others, don't be afraid of trolls. Don't be afraid because you know what I've noticed too, and actually had a person say this. Another a small person say this that they're afraid because some of these haters are at their same LFS and they're scared that there be retaliation. I'm gonna be honest with you. A person said that to me, like literally. Ain't that something? That is crazy. We're talking about water. We're talking about water in a box, bro. In a box. Thanks, guys, for the love and support. We're talking about water in a box, and you got an individual afraid to speak up on my channel because some of the people that are involved are at their LFS or they shop at the same LFS, and they're afraid of retaliation or something. That's crazy. Just like that, bro. Just like that. I wish I would. I wish I would be afraid. Oh Lord, oh hell would us froze over. I would just say, that's a shame. That's a shame, and I feel bad. If you know, and this person is a non-confrontational person. This person is very a humble person, and you know, I'm not going to say their name because obviously, for obvious reasons of what I just said, but this person's a very humble person and lots of humble pie in their life. They wouldn't whatever, but that's a shame. Ain't that crazy? To me, that is so sad. But there are people out there that just you know they're not made like that, and there's nothing wrong with that. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with just being a down to earth, really humble person, no matter what direction or what's thrown at them or anything like that. They will avoid things at all costs. Um, uh, yeah, I mean, this person doesn't even comment. Like they watch, but they don't even comment. They might do a thumbs up and stuff, but they don't even comment because they're afraid that these people will see them in my chat. Can you believe that? Like, do you guys understand what that's saying? That's crazy. I'm sorry, that's crazy. I feel bad for anybody that has to go around and feel that way about an aquarium channel. Like you can't. I mean, I feel terrible for that. And you know what? For those people that feel that way, you know what? I apologize. You know, I will apologize for that, man, because ain't nobody should have to feel that way. To be able to, you know, can't make a comment or they feel a certain type of way because under other individuals make them feel a certain type of way. You know, that's not cool. That's not cool. I apologize for that for you guys that are out there that are affected in that way by that. Obviously, that's not my doing. I mean, it's just people want to hate on me and can hate on me. I mean, listen, man. I've been a guy that has always had to defend himself. Okay, I've always been. I mean, look at me. I've always been a guy that always had to defend himself. You know, as much as you guys throw a lot of stuff out the window, uh, race does play a part. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't give a damn if you're Puerto Rican, whatever. I've had it all thrown at me, and you know, it is what it is. You deal with it when you got to deal with it. And I've had it. You know, there's a lot of things that I don't bring up on the channel. People think that they know everything. There's a lot of things that I don't bring up. You know, I try not to bombard you guys with everything. But at the end of the day, there's a lot that I have to bring up because it's like people are saying, well, I don't understand why. Well, if you don't understand, what makes you think I understand? Only thing is that I've been doing this my whole life. I have to defend myself. I have to fight for my rights. I have to fight for my beliefs. I've always had to fight. Um, and if I was in the service, I have to fight for the country. It is what it is. You gotta do what you gotta do, or get it's eaten up alive. It's sad because we are just talking about a simple hobby that people are that miserable. They don't want to see. They want to pick and choose who grows. They want to pick and choose, and they will do whatever it takes to eliminate people. So their channel is the only channel that people have to look towards advice. It's always been a monopoly. Since I got in here, I've seen it happen to several people. And these people ended up just falling off the place, off Earth, basically. Their aquariums got sold. These individuals accumulated and took in all their aquarium equipment, and basically, slowly, like Monopoly or chess, started removing these ponds off the board. I swear to God, it happened. Now, the individuals might not want to 100% say, oh, it didn't happen that way. I know it happened that way. And I'm not going to drop these other older YouTube channels from the very beginning when I started, channel names, because it is what it is. And I know these people probably don't want the drama and they just want to rest and whatever and be over it. But these people befriended these other people this person befriends other people to consume and to grow and to annihilate other channels very slick, should I say. Slickly is not a really word, but very slick wise, and slowly removes these ponds. So for me, the only thing they could do is really try to find a way that I'm in violation or something like that to try to shut my channel down. Is what they try to do all the time. Because I'm that guy that just ain't, whatever. So they will do what they got to do to push buttons, to see how far they can push me, to see where I'm going to actually crack. I'm allowed to speak, and I'm allowed to defend myself, and I'm allowed to do what I need to do. There's nothing I'm standing my ground as well. And like I said, and I'll say it, and I will say it again and again as much as I need to say it is, this is not my channel. This is my channel, but this is not my channel. See, YouTube says who and who ain't is going to stay on the platform. YouTube says that. Now, at the same time, YouTube has to understand that what we go through. YouTube has to understand that we go through a lot of BS. At the end of the day, it's called boxing, right? Well, I got a hell of a boxing game, But at the end of the day, it's also, if YouTube was to take stuff because of what I do or what I say and take my channel away because of these other individuals, well, I don't want to be on it. I'm gonna be honest with you, because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna keep doing that, because that just shows what they're going to support and allow. And if they don't allow that, then all you guys that watch all these, you're just screwed anyway. So it is what it is. I'm just saying. I say these things because these things are true. This individual has done certain things, and this individual's got a cult and a clan and all this other stuff that they do his dirty work and all this other stuff. They act like they're not cool. There's other people that's, well, he didn't so much, so now they're mad here, but they go over here and they still plot again. There's a lot that goes on. You guys have no understanding what I deal with. And I couldn't imagine if I was made from a soft batch of cookie dough, I would have left a long time ago. That's how the onslaught is. Like, if I was softer than baby turds,
I wouldn't have been here. I would have probably last. Nobody would last as long as me. Period. I'm gonna be honest with you. That the onslaught's real, but see, there's a difference when you've grown up and you constantly been in war anyway, the way you grew up. So for me, this is nothing. This is like me putting icing on a cake. You know what I mean? This means absolute. People think that, oh, Rico's really mad. No, I'm irritated. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I'm just irritated. You know, it's irritating because for obvious reasons. These people do it from a keyboard. And it's good that Google is whatever and modding things and stuff like that, not to be funny. I know some people are not saying anything and they're taking things. Some of the mods of the Google thing is taking things that they shouldn't be taking, kind of. Um, but that's going across all platforms. Once again, you know what you can and cannot say. That's going across all platforms. So everybody has to get used to that, I guess. You know, you have a right to say and speak your mind, but I guess it's just the way you word things. You have to watch how you word them. You can still get your point across, and you can still say what you need to say. It's just like certain words is being, you know, you can't talk about, you know, obviously the real things that, you know, the ways that we normally talk about things. I was just listening to a marine biologist. She was speaking on how there are other methods of starting a reef tank quicker with great success. Jake Adams speaks always ways like that of what you say too, because it is because you got to remember these people that just came in, these people that are having great success didn't have great success prior. I'm gonna be honest with you because these people I spoke to personally and told certain things to. One of them is that one person. Okay, on my kids, on God's green herb. Period. For a fact, my witness. I would never lie to you guys about none of this, bro. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Can't deny it. If they can deny it, but at the end of the day, BS. And then want to act so smart, so much more intelligent, so much this, so much that, to herd you guys in and get you guys by. And you guys, a lot of people fall for it. Did you once hear me say to any of y'all, don't do this with that person, don't go there? No, I tell y'all, go do what y'all want to do. Go follow who you want to follow. I don't do none of that. Oh, no. That's that will handle itself in time. Okay? Period, point blank. Now that they got a leg to stand on a business card, oh, now you really trying to, you know, it's okay. It's okay. A lot of those people they're new. That's new over there too, by the way. New. Okay? Yeah, since I got on, then they can't, yeah, new. Okay? Look at West Coast Reefer. He was new too. Look how successful he is. You don't hear him around doing all kinds of stuff. Not to be funny. You don't. You don't. He learned a lot. That was his first SPF. A lot. Okay? You don't hear him doing that. You don't see him doing that. You got other people that want to take it to another level. Now that they got a business card, they want to sit here and annihilate any competition. Doesn't matter. That's how crooked people grow. That's how people grow. That's how it's been like this since the beginning of time. Since the beginning of time. Now, I can't help who follows that type of method or follow those type of people or not. Who am I to tell you who to go watch and who not to go watch? I can't tell you do that. You got to learn from yourself. How are you going to grow? Just like when aquarium, you can ask me a million questions about aquariums. Ultimately, though, you're going to figure it out for yourself. You can get advice. I can give advice. I can tell you if you ask me for my opinion, I can say this is what I will do if I was you. Ultimately, it takes you to physically go do that and see for yourself, oh, okay, I get it now. You're going to leave here not quite understanding what I was saying, or it took you a long time to figure it out. Now I get what he was saying. Okay, because I always say I'm not going to spell it out for you. I need you to work hard at having a successful reef tank. I need you to work hard and try to understand what I'm trying to say. You'll get it. Might take you a year, might take you 6 months, might take you a week, might take you 2 years. At the end of the day, stick with it. You'll see what I was saying the whole time. And you're going to do just right. But these new people never heard anything about old methods, really. They don't understand. They go by what all the new stuff is, the new hype, what keeping a reef aquarium. Okay? And that's all they know. And all the research they're getting is from the newer generation. Okay? Old heads ain't getting these conversations. Old heads ain't getting these conversations. Old heads did the same thing that I've done. Old heads already done that a long time ago. Okay? They've done that. Not to be funny. Mike Pauletta's done that. Trust me. Okay? He'll tell you in a minute where to go and the sun don't shine. I know. That's hard to believe. Fan will too. There's a lot of people that just don't get into it anymore. They just, whatever. I'm trying to show people, like, listen, don't always jump on the hype train. I call it a hype train because that's all it is. The next thing it's all hype. It's hype. You know what I'm saying? Then it's like those commercials. Oh, if you took such and such back then, you might be entitled to a settlement. Yes, study has shown that high blood pressure was caused due to this medication and heart attacks and strokes. I mean, for real. But before all that happened, it was, oh my God, the greatest commercials ever, the greatest this, the greatest that, the great. And then you still hear people here. This is how funny thing is. People take 2 of these, call me in the morning. You hear that, and then they run through the side effects: diarrhea, cramp, headaches, pain, nauseous, vomiting, swollen eye sockets, nosebleeds, But yeah, if you suffer from any of these, you might want to consult your doctor. And that's how the aquarium industry works too. That's how these people do the exact same thing. And if I'm wrong for saying these things, then I don't know what's wrong with life, because I should have a right to say these things, and I should have a right to speak of these things, because these things do exist. They exist. So it's not like it doesn't happen, because it does. The hype trains are real. The hype trains are real. And the only person left holding the bag is the end consumer. You guys. You're the ones holding the bag at the end of the day, and what are you going to do about it? You're going to piss and moan in sorrow and weep in your own house behind closed doors under your breath, and that's that. You're going to take it, and you're going to take all of it, and there's nothing you're going to do about it. That's exactly what you all do. We all have been in that case before, in that same situation. So, going to make mistakes, but you learn that way. That's the whole point. You don't gotta listen to anybody when it comes to this aquarium stuff. You can listen to who you want to listen to, but ultimately, you're going to make mistakes on the way to have a thriving reef tank. You don't have a thriving reef tank and you didn't make a bunch of mistakes or a bunch of unnecessary purchases. Okay? It happens. It happens. Guess what? You learn from it. You learn. As you go on, you continue to learn. And that's what makes it fun. Is it frustrating? Of course it is. I mean, this stuff costs lots of money. Okay? It does cost money. To people that I don't care if you're on a budget tank. Budget tanks cost money. Okay? There's no such thing as a free tank. It all costs money. It costs your time. It costs everything. When something goes out bad, you have to replace it. It still costs. So It's a learning experience, and the longer you stay in it for the long haul, the better the better you're going to get at it. And you're going to just don't ever forget where you came from. And that's the problem. A lot of these experts, I'm still trying to get my master jacket, by the way, but all these masters forgot, which to me, there's no masters, but if there is one, I need my master jacket. I think I paid my dues a long time ago. The reality is, they forgot where they came from. And they forget when talking to others that they were at one time the same way, asking as much questions as they could, researching as much as they could, still making mistakes, still fumbling over things. Listen, it happens. That's how you learn. But at the same time, don't forget to just remember where you came from. Don't forget where you came from. All right. Understand there's a lot of people out here they do have questions. You got trolls that's going to make accounts and ask some of the trolls, and you know why they do that too. And people wonder why that I'm like, oh, did you see that was a new person coming in here and Rico just banned them? Yes, I did ban them because they're new, but they're a troll, and they're making troll accounts, and they're deliberately doing that to make me look bad. Okay, they're deliberately doing that so people could say, oh, look, I told you Rico's an asshole. I told you Rico's this. I told you Rico's that. Okay, well, you're going to have to keep telling me because I'm going to still play whack-a-mole. At the end of the day, this is 2021. I'm not playing. I'm saying what's on my mind. Muzzle-free aquarium talk. And that's that. We don't have to like it. If YouTube doesn't like it, they can take the channel too. And they can just show that they're part of everything else. And that, at the end of the day, it is what it is. It's very simple. You either support those or you don't support. It is what it is. There is no in-between gray area here. You either stand for that type of stuff that these people do, or you don't. And you stand up for being able to have a civil conversation, talk about aquariums, respecting people's opinions on whatever it is. You don't have to agree with them, but you need to respect that they're entitled to that opinion. Okay, I don't agree with a lot of people on a lot of things I hear, but I'm not over there causing problems neither. There's a big difference. People might think I don't go over there. You don't see where do y'all see me? I don't just jump on a million channels and just all kinds of stuff to get other channels to come to my channel and subscribe to my channel and I don't do none of that. Word of mouth is good enough for me. If people want to direct people here and listen to my supposed rants and talks and all this other stuff, that's your guys' job. You want to bring people in and tell people, that's totally on you. I don't go out of my way to do all this, okay, to be the biggest, baddest channel. I don't need to. You don't have to have the numbers don't mean nothing. We know that the numbers don't mean nothing. We know that when you go live, that those numbers don't mean nothing. You can have 1 million subscribers, only have 1,000 people watching. And that's the truth. You can have 1 million subscribers, but only 1,000 people might pop in on your channel, give or take, to watch. They might watch it at a later date, but when you go live, they're not there. And 1 million people ain't gonna watch it either. You can have 1.5 million and might only get 500,000 of people actually viewed it. And how many of those were new that came across that was suggested in their feed somehow that watched. So how many of the people actually that was subscribed to you was actually there? See, this number game's got people twisted on YouTube. Everybody thinks that you have to have this, but you don't. See, there's so many people that follow me. There's so many people that come and go, but I mean, they're there. These people are there. I go to shows that people say, yeah, I watch you all the time. I just don't, I don't comment. I don't whatever, because I don't got time for the trolls or the drama. You know how many of those people exist? A whole lot. So just anyway, let me see some of this real quick. I'm brand new to saltwater tanks. Can saltwater fish eat the same food as freshwater fish? I'm about to order dry rock too. Can I think fish will eat whatever? As far as nutritional value, you know, I've never went down in the ocean and pulled up a chair and a table. And I don't mean to be funny with this, but this is gonna always be somewhat of a comedian channel too, because I'm a comedian. Can't you see how funny I am? Um, I never sat down and had lunch with the fish and asked them, what exactly is their nutritional value that they need daily. I just always went by what other people suggested that was really good food. Do I have any proof that these foods are really good for them? I have no idea. I do know that if I was to take a dump in my tank, fish would peck at it too. So um, I'm sure that they would eat freshwater food just like they would saltwater food, to be quite honest. I hope that answers the question. Like I said, but that is that's how I really feel about that. Not to be funny. That wasn't a joke. I'm dead serious with that one. That's what fish do. Even the corals are going to wave and like, woo, you're going to get a reaction out the corals, whether they're curling up their nose because it smelled like poop now and there, or whatever the case may be, you're going to get a reaction. That's just how life is. For every action, there's a reaction. I think people forgot the memo on that. You got to have a good bob and weave gang. It is what it is. Anyway, yo, Rico, you're a master of your own success. Your previous tank and current tank showed your experience level. It is what it is. Well, Claudius, well, thank you, man. I guess in my own weird way, master. Okay, yeah. But to everybody else, I'm not. I'm just like everybody else. I want to have a beautiful reef tank. I enjoy reefing. I enjoy this just like you all. And everybody's looking for success at it. And all I'm doing is I created a platform to just be me, keep it real, keep it moving, and help others get to that success level. What's wrong with that? I don't see anything wrong with that. Other people do. And should that be my problem? No, it shouldn't. But unfortunately, people try to make it my problem. You got that cool guy going. You're killing me right now. Hey, man, I am a cool guy. That's the thing. I am an awesome person. People believe that or not. I am an awesome person. Nobody will ever take how cool of a person I am away from me. I have everybody's back. If you're cool, if I see somebody doing something to somebody that ain't going to defend themselves or doing things that they shouldn't be doing, I'm that guy that's going to be there. You leave that dude alone, dude. You don't get no cookie over here for that. Like, serious. I am a cool dude. I am a dude that I feel that has morals, respect for others. I don't tolerate BS. I don't tolerate disrespect coming towards me. I don't tolerate those things. That's what pisses people off, though, because I'm not willing to sit there and take it. Well, I don't know. Only fools would sit there and take it. No offense to those that just ain't got that fight in them, but only a fool would sit there and take it. I'm not a fool, and I wasn't born yesterday. So therefore, I'm not sit there and take it. I don't think they have it in them or whatever. It's only a matter of time that switch will get. And regardless of what the outcome is, they're going to stand up and defend themselves. It's in human nature. Period. It is, whether you want to believe that or not. You just ain't been in the right situation where it brought it out of you if you haven't yet. Just saying. Anyway, right. There's a lot of frozen foods cubes coming from the same cube that are meant for both. Yeah, there is. Fresh and salt. Hikari is a great brand of food, and Spectrum pellets too. Yep. That is correct. But yeah, guys, I didn't mean to ramble for an hour on here. I don't think it was a ramble. I think it was a good talk. Do you guys think I did a great talk? Like, you guys understand what I'm saying? You guys can feel kind of where I'm coming from and totally all that. Was anybody turned off by what I just said for this past hour? Let me ask that. Not that I truly care, but and I don't mean that in a disrespect way. Like, I mean, I'm just, asking a question like you guys asked. Do you think it was do you feel where I'm coming from? I guess that's the only question I need to ask you guys. Do you understand where I'm coming from? You feel where I'm coming from? Hopefully none of you all were turned off by any of the stuff that I said. Hopefully, we can continue 2021 on a great path. Like I said, lots of live streams, tank builds, saltwater aquarium growth, because I love these guys. Hopefully we can get some more growth. Saltwater aquarium can continue to grow. Like I said, sum up the whole, like the BRS stuff. I'm going to talk about it. If it's out there for public to see, just FYI for anybody, I'm going to talk about it. And I have a right to talk about it. Like, I've met Ryan. Ryan's asked me to come to BRS and all this other stuff. Not to be funny. I don't know how many people want to believe that or not. I have nothing against them. On a real note, nothing. I've seen them grow over the years. I've seen things that slowly are not cool. Like, I feel like, it slowly transitioned out of taking things that they normally would do and whatever, and not putting it on the companies. That's their business. I'm saying what I've seen. I'm saying what it is. It ain't like that I'm putting bad papers on them. Ain't like that I'm lying on them. Ain't like anything. Just like when they, wrote a video about me and what happened with my aquarium and how bad it was, and couldn't imagine, and all this stuff. They know damn well it was assault. That's why they don't carry the salt. You know what I mean? All kinds of stuff. I'm going to talk about these things because I have a right to, and I'm allowed to. It ain't like that I've never done business with these people. First off. Second off, they've never done anything wrong to me. But at the same time, if it's out there, I can talk about it. There's nothing wrong. Now, if they come out with another video and explain into what exactly is transpiring or what's happening, cool. All right. People want to know. If you put it out there, people want to know. Period. I put out my tank crash. People really want to know why my tank crashed. What happened? It's one of those things. It is what it is. And I know you guys love to hear what's going on. So at the end of the day, hopefully you guys enjoy what it is. What it is what it is. And yeah, I mean, what else can I say? So let's see. What's up? I just got in the stream. What did I miss? I can leave this up. I gave the JBJ away to a kid. Was in New Jersey, plays football. Him and his dad came down. Remember, I don't know if you guys remember that. I did the JBJ giveaway, and a very nice kid ended up getting it. You know what I mean, on the giveaway. So they drove down here. We had breakfast. Me and the wife with the father, the son, and the sister, and the sister's boyfriend. His sister's boyfriend. So we had a beautiful time, breakfast, dinner. We loaded off the back of my truck into their truck, and time to time, they, we still in contact, Instagram. We went to did all kinds of stuff. So it's great. It's great. Everybody's fine. Everybody's good. JBJ's living his best life with another proud owner. Let's just say. Yep. Also, yeah, muzzle free aquarium talk is That's what it is, guys. I think I'm gonna stick with that. I think I love that because I think that people have to just respect what we want to talk about over here. You have to respect it. You don't gotta like it. You ain't gotta be here. You ain't gotta respect it. But you won't be here long if you don't respect it. And that's the truth. With that being said, guys, you guys have a great one. I might be back on here later on, depending on what my son's doing and all this other stuff. I'll be back on. And if I do, bring BYOB. So I'll catch you guys later. Appreciate much love and respect to each and every one of you guys. Hopefully you guys have a great Saturday morning, afternoon. Thank you and good night.